Does anyone out there know the definition of stupidity? Well, let me save you a trip to Google and just let you know right now. The definition of stupidity is a lack of sense or good judgment, which unfortunately a lot of my own people are displaying right now. When I make videos like this and I talk about the problems that face the black community and what they're doing wrong as opposed to what they're doing right, I'm not throwing my people under the bus, because I do love my people. And many people have ride and died with me on my other channel and still ride with me today on this channel. They know that that's true. Okay? As I said before I get into this video, you are punished as a black man or woman on YouTube by not getting the views you deserve, because they don't want you to grow. If you're talking about racism and you're talking about empowering your own people, they don't want you to grow on this platform. They want you to fail. They want you to fall. They want you to disappear. The more that they bury you, the less you get seen, and eventually you should be able to break, crack, and then you say, fuck it, I'm done, and I'm not going to be doing any more videos because nobody's watching anyway. I felt that way before, but I'm still doing it because there are still people watching, even if it's not the numbers that I deserve. Okay? Stupidity is something that I see a lot in the black community, and I don't like it. Stupidity when it comes to the ignorance of colorism, stupidity when it comes to the way that we treat each other, the stupidity when it comes to the gender war, stupidity when it comes to helping your enemies and throwing your own people under the bus. There is a lot of stupidity to go around. There's a lot of accountability to be made and to be taken, but many don't want to take accountability for the actions that they've done against their own people. Many people in this community don't want to understand and accept the fact that we do not have friends. We only have each other. And when people tell you that, you're like, oh fuck, I don't care. You see what it is? I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, and this is the truth, and I always come on here and tell you the truth. Even if people are telling me, oh, you're not telling the truth, you're telling your truth. No, I'm actually telling the truth, actually, because this is reality. Observing this shit for years and understanding where our mental illness and mental shackles come from. It's true, okay? I'm not a scholar, but this is reality. Anybody in the black community who knows and loves themselves as black people and values themselves and all the black people will tell you that this is true. The reason that you people act this way, the ones who do, is because you have just totally been indoctrinated when you integrated into this society. You took on these people's ideals. You took on these people's traits, okay? The sad fact is that the majority of black people have been raised to be coons, have been raised to be weak and turn the other cheek people. That's right, weak and turn the other cheek people. They don't want to hurt white people or other non-black people's feelings, but those same people that they don't want to hurt can hurt their feelings every minute, every day, and they'll forgive them. You know, it is truly a sickness to me when you have members of the black community that will continue to say they forgive those who do wrong against them, but those same people that they forgive do not forgive them when they do wrong against those people. And I'm glad that there are people out there that are saying enough is enough, I don't care no more, I'm not forgiving them at all, I'm gonna fight against it. And they're keeping on the fight. They're not stopping, and I like it. I love it. That's the way it should have been years ago, okay? The problem is, in the civil rights era, many people were fighting for the right to have sex with white people, to have sex with them and have children with them and get married to them. They weren't fighting for the right reasons of wanting to be equal and wanting to have equal rights as a human being. They just wanted to have sex with these people that were treating them like shit, which makes no sense to me. Civil rights era in the 60s, going into the 70s. Before then, you had black women that were being raped, black men being hunted down and beaten, taken out of their own homes and lynched, and you're telling me that you're fighting for the right to sleep and marry and procreate with the same people that were doing that to your people years before? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Literally had black women and black men signing up to do these movies to be the love interest of these non-black people. This is why I said to many people I have conversations with about a lot of movies and such, and just in general black stuff, that I could respect Pam Grier. I really can. That's why she is the avatar that I use on my channel. I can respect Pam Grier, not only a beautiful black woman, she has, Native American roots, but a very beautiful black woman in the 1970s. Every man wanted to be with her, even white men. She didn't have sex with no white man back then. She didn't do any interracial shit back then. She could have easily been in that movie with James Bond. There was a James Bond movie, I believe, Live and Let Die, that came out in the 70s, 1973, if I'm not mistaken. And there was a black woman that was a Bond girl. That could have easily went to the role. That role could have easily went to Pam Grier. Pam Grier didn't do any swirling back then. Pam Grier did swirl in real life in a way because she was with Freddie Prinze, who was Hispanic and had some German roots, so he did have a little bit of white in him. But she also majority dated black men. Unfortunately, never got married and had a child, but majority of the men that she was with was black. So I could respect Pam Grier for the integrity that she showed. Okay. Unfortunately, in real life, it's not the same, because we have many black women and black men out here that have just like I told you in the other video with Akon, they have decided to ignore the past. They have said, let it go. This is a new day. How the fuck can you let the past go when it continues to this day? Have you ever heard this expression? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard the expression, doomed to repeat the past if you do not learn from it? Have you ever heard of that before? If you do not learn from the past, you're doomed to repeat it, something like that. I believe that's the second way is the way it goes. Black people are not learning from the past. They're not. Black men were lynched just for having sex or even having some kind of lust for white women, but they still today go after these white women. Not all black men, but there are a large number of black men, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this goddamn shit, that go after white women and non-black women, but especially white women. You got a bunch of idiotic black men that do this and are proud of this. You have a bunch of idiotic black women that go after white men, the same white men who to this day and even in the past have raped you. And I'm not saying that black men haven't, because we know that rape does take place in our community as well. But we have these types of men you go after that have raped you, that are the lawmakers that make laws against your own people to suppress your wealth, to discriminate against you, to make sure that you do not get any type of power that they have, because they feel threatened by you if you get even a taste of power. These are the same people that make television shows that will show black females with white men because that's their fantasy, that's their conquest, to be with a black woman, and have the black man as the criminal, as the explosive relationship that does not work, but the white man is the one who comes in and saves the day, and that relationship will last forever. As I've said many times, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. You have Africans who live in Africa who don't know of racism, or they do know of racism, but they don't see it as much because they live amongst each other more than we live amongst each other, because we live in a society where there are more of those so-called dominant society members than us, which they like us to believe, but they are here. There are many of them here in this country. Africans don't have that same problem, but they believe that the Caucasian people are gods, that they are great people, they have no faults, they can do no wrong. And there are many African women that will get with these men. There are many African men that will get with those type of women, and it's actually sad. Now you have the Chinese coming in and trying to take over Africa, and they're trying to colonize it. Africa will soon be a Chinese country with black people living in it and being, oppressed by people that don't even belong to that land. And it's pathetic, and I'm really getting sick and tired of seeing black people take L's. I'm getting sick and tired of black people losing, even though we are winning in some areas now with this protest shit, because the ones who have gotten sick and tired of the ones who have done nothing are out there doing something now. See, that's the problem. The problem with many black people, and the reason why many of us have been losing, is because, like I said in the beginning, we've been raised, the majority of us have been raised to be coons and losers and turn the other cheek and weak people. So we don't fight back when people treat us like shit. We forgive them, thinking that if we forgive them enough, they'll stop their evil ways, and it's not working, because if someone can get away with doing what they're doing to you, they're going to keep on fucking doing it, and you see that this is the reality because it continues to this day. You think if I let somebody fuck my wife the first time, they're not going to think they can do it again? I'm just being real with you. So when you show weakness to these people and they see that you're weak, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want because they know they can get away with it. Africans over there are showing weakness towards the Chinese. The Jamaicans over there are showing weakness towards the Chinese. They're letting the Chinese just tell them what the fuck to do. The Chinese are coming into their goddamn lands and telling them what the fuck they're going to do. They're going to do what the fuck they want. I don't give a shit about your laws, yeah? Okay. I wish somebody would come into my house and think they're going to do what the fuck they want to do and see how fast they get the fuck out if I don't throw them out first. This is not hating on Africans, because I believe in the unification of all black people. Really, I do. But if you're not showing any kind of initiative, and the only thing on your mind that you're focused about, that you're really passionate about, is interracial sex and interracial marriage, you got your goddamn priorities mixed up. Seriously. And I hate to tell you this, but I'm going to, because I talk about it a lot. That is the single worst problem in the black community, next to the other two problems, which go with racism and us hating each other instead of loving each other more. The biggest fucking problem is this interracial swirling idea that we have in our heads, that we have a preference. We need to be messing with we can fuck with anybody we want to. We should be having sex with Caucasians and non-black people. That shit is a sign of weakness as far as I'm concerned. It is a true sign of weakness, because you know why? While we're doing this, people are fucking us over while we're fucking them in bed. When you got black men lusting after non-black females, and non-black females who are being put on a pedestal instead of women who deserve to be put on the pedestal in our community, then you have black females lusting after non-white males, even dedicating fucking romance novels to these particular types of relationships. We are losing as a people. Like I said, we're winning when it comes to that protesting, because those are the real true black people out there, as far as I'm concerned. They're doing that because they're getting tired of the people that don't do a goddamn thing and want to go along and get along. Go along, get along doesn't work. Go along, get along will continue to put you to sleep and continue to put you in the situation that you're in already and never get out of it. And I'm telling you the fucking truth. This is why YouTube does not want me to be heard, because I'm telling you the truth right now. I don't get paid for this shit. I don't get paid to do a goddamn video. Any video that I do it because I want to do it, because I love my people. This is the reason why they keep showing these movies and these television shows with specifically used to be black men and white women, but now black women and white men specifically. That's what they want. They want black women to go after white men. They want you to be like the Crystal and Karazin crew. They want you to continue to feel that way and hate your black man. Black men, they want you to continue to hate your black woman, because you know what? When black people don't get together, when black people lose love for each other, if we all decide to hate each other and never speak to each other again, or get along or get together again, guess what? We don't exist anymore. Like I said before, with that divestment bullshit that these dumb whores are talking about, that means you're divesting in your own fucking existence, and you are investing in the existence of your enemy. Because when you are letting the enemy implant his seed into you, black woman, you are creating more of the people that will fucking hate you in the future. Do you understand? This is not hate. This is real. This is why YouTube don't like me. I'm telling you. I'm not talking about any conspiracy theories. I'm not talking about any hateful shit. I'm talking about what is hateful towards you. But I'm not telling you to hate anybody. I'm telling you the reality. When those Africans come over here from African countries, those huge stars in Africa come over here, you think they're going to pair their asses up with black Americans? They're going to pair them up with the white Americans. They're going to have them fucking swirl. That's why Africans over there don't need to come over here. They don't need to come over here when they're doing movies, because they're going to be paired with those people who are going to do nothing but pretend to love them, and then as soon as they're done using, they're going to throw them away, just like other black people that's already in this country. This is just the reality of the situation. I talk truth here. I don't talk bullshit. I don't talk no bullshit about having beefs online with people. I'm telling you the fucking truth. People need to get through their goddamn head that when you're together with your people, you're going to win. When you separate from your people, you're going to lose. The end of story. End of times. That is what it will be. You keep fucking with your life and keep fucking with your life over and over again and see what happens. You will lose. I promise you.